All right, for real. All right, we're gonna talk about number 4. 24 women accused Deshaun Watson of some inappropriate behavior, saying that he was trying to touch them with his penis and other things that are inappropriate in those type of.
So he was like literally trying to like.
Was he trying to have sex with them?
Yeah.
Or was he?
I haven't heard much about penetration or. I mean, not saying that it matters to penetrate to be violated.
Right.
But what were the circumstances of what were the things that came out?
So one of the ladies said he came out with a small towel on, like trying to do a towel trick. You're supposed to have shorts on when you get a massage. So.
Not necessarily.
I mean,
that's the
towel trick.
I've been doing a massage and you're covered.
You been butt ass naked?
Yeah.
That's a Swedish massage though, or something, man.
No, even in like a deep tissue massage, but it was at an established. It
Right.
wasn't like
it wasn't in the basement at my crib.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a gas station.
right. It wasn't all Claremont, but
click. You know what go on in them parts.
red light district.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But so what was your experience? Like you naked.
Yeah, but you're covered up. You have a sheet over you, and like even when they if you get a full body massage, they do massage your butt. They don't get to your other private parts.
Was it by a man?
No, it's about a woman.
So they actually physically put their hand on your ass.
It was a
Glutes?
deep tissue massage. So
You done had a glute massage?
By a woman.
Yeah.
You lying. But I get back.
But no, so they
Look like
put
you're a little
sheet.
perturbed by
She can't even lie good.
But
Go ahead.
I mean, I've had it by both. But it was like at a place, like a spa. But they put a sheet. And so they do, and then when they go to the other side, so it's not like I was,
It's not
ass
like
out,
Right.
right? It's not like that. You're covered, I've never, I ain't had much
So
stuff.
so let's paint the picture. Paint the picture. So you laying on a table.
So you
I'm
come
assuming
out,
like a massage table, right?
Right.
So you have because I want to get this tiny towel. You said the towel trick.
Yeah, the towel trick.
That sound like some slang for
Right, but one of the
fuck
federal
something.
judges said that. She was like, I'm familiar. I think Deshaun was using the child towel trick.
So that's a thing. Sound like
She said
it's a thing. But I
the
mean,
retired
when I've gone, you come out covered, and then
With the towel around.
You come out with a full towel or a robe.
or a robe.
Step out.
And you come out, and then
They step out when
you come out, and then when you disrobe, they leave the room for you to disrobe, and then you get on the table. You cover up with the sheet or whatever they have on the table, and then they come in, so nobody should ever see you completely naked.
And I heard that he coming out with like
With a
a face
washcloth.
top, like a
Yeah.
face cloth.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like so you gave somebody a good shave,
Right,
You
no,
put
no.
that steam towel.
You know,
No, I'm
the
talking
12
about
by
a
12
square,
joint.
not a hand towel.
No,
I'm
the-
talking about a
the-
Man,
washcloth.
that man ain't coming out with no dish rag, man. Y'all bullshit.
No, that what the judge said. That's the towel trick.
man. So he done walked out there with a napkin.
Yes.
Somebody,
Officially.
I'm ready.
With his penis.
Man, come on, bro.
This is fucking insane.
Right.
This is insane. Okay, so
So then, after all these allegations came about,
right.
Of course, Deshaun gonna fight it, and there was one of the cases where they were trying to settle, but they couldn't agree on the NDA as far as letting the information out. So it went to court. They tried to prosecute. He interviewed with the FBI, 2 grand jury hearings to see if it was enough evidence to prosecute him for committing a crime.
Like sexual
Assault, sexual battery, some violent sexual act, and they discovered that he didn't. So they couldn't
prosecute him.
prosecute him and send him to jail.
Well, that says something. Is that
I
like
mean, it
he's
says either
operate-
it wasn't enough or
Wait. Let me ask
or-
you this: do you think that he's knowledgeable of the law and saying, "Hey, I know I can do this, and if it's my lucky day, I can get what I want. But if it's not, I cannot get what I want and still be in the clear."
I'm gonna say this. I don't know what this number 4. I don't know what he know. But I do believe when a person is a practice predator, they know just enough to get away. You know, that's how come you have people who get away with things for years because they're practiced. So they know just enough to kind of fly under the radar. But I mean, I like I said, this is for, I don't know what this man knows.
I ain't even talking about Deshaun. I know when I was in my playing days. I mean,
Deshaun had a lot of practice. Too.
Okay, but
I'm just saying, my player days, you can manipulate a person to do something that they don't want to do because they want to mess with you.
That's what a practice predator is.
I know. I'm talking about myself. Like if I'm trying to date a girl or whatever, we kicking it. I'm gonna put my charm on to get her to do what I want her to, cook my food. But I'm not.
It's the same thing. It's it might not be a predator. You might not have malicious intent, but a person, man or woman, that knows what to do, knows what to play on, knows what things to prey on to get what they want. You're still a predator. You might not have.
We all predators, then.
Right?
That's not true. That's not true. I would be honest about something. Do you know I can't stand if somebody don't want me back? That make me feel some type of way. Yeah. Like,
okay, but time out. Let me stop you. If I'm a woman and I've gotten to know Michael and I'm dating Michael and I know what to do to get Michael to get, if not playing into that, if making you feel like I don't want you, if I know that that's going to make you want me more, I am preying on that thing. It still makes me a predator. If I act like I'm not into him, and it's gonna make him want me more. Right. So that's all I'm saying. Or
act like you are into him. Right. So which will work in my case. Right. You acting like you into me.
Right. If I know playing into his ego, making him feel like he's the man that's going to make him give me what I want. Even if I don't like him, but I use that to get what I want from him, I prey on you in some way. So that's what I mean by that. That's what I mean by practice predators. People don't like to call it that, but I feel like if people realize that that's what they were doing, they wouldn't do it to people as often if they got a moral compass. That's the thing.
So with everything that with the things, with the facts that we do know about Deshaun, do you think? What do you believe? What do you believe?
I honestly believe that he was doing what he was doing out of ignorance.
You think he was ignorant to? No,
I'm saying ignorant to the fact of I'm not him, but in my mind, I want to think like this: I am who I am, and I get what I want because since park ball. So when I'm meeting these people and I need a massage, I'm number 4, do it. And I'm going to give you the 150 cash out and that's it. And there's some extra come with it. Rich people do this all the time.
Oh.
So
it's normal people do it. Regular people do it
on your level. On your level.
Oh shit, sometimes not even.
Sometimes they level up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I can't do that but so much because where I'm at financially. But he could go super dumb.
But not even just financially. You ain't never just
his celebrity too though.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I don't have that celebrity like the clout, and I massage Deshaun Watson. Click.
But why though? Why?
But why what?
Why go through all of this to just get some punani? Why? Like, why?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm saying, like, why go, he find him on Instagram, and that's a lot of work, man.
Well, I don't think it's
a lot of work.
You're saying for the punani, but sometimes it's not the punani, it's the power.
And the chase.
The power and the chase?
Yeah, sometimes it ain't about.
I gotta find you on Instagram. Come on, you walk in any mall in Georgia, everybody gonna know who he is. And if you don't know, somebody gonna point it out.
Everybody know who Deshaun Watson.
No, but they're gonna point it out.
Right, I'm saying more sports people.
No, I'm just saying, if you're in the mall with...
Actually, I think if more people knew who he was, he'd have less women talking about he tried to take it or did take it. How about this? Fuck it, I jump out there and say it. I think the lack of popularity, celebrity, and his fame actually got him in more trouble than his behavior.
Right.
Because if that was Tom Brady, or if that was Aaron Rodgers. Okay.
It provided him with, how you said, anonymity.
And an enemy.
You know, it provided him. He had that cover.
Yeah.
He had that cover of
So
being
he
left.
operates-
So again,
the agents,
that's
his lawyers, all these people, like.
But if he was more popular, I think he would have less trouble in this instant.
You think so?
Or if not less trouble, more protection. I mean, he is as good. He's actually
Right.
He's actually better than a lot of people
As it
whose
relates to
name is
talent.
bigger. Exactly.
But I think they protected him though. The NFL had.
I mean, because he's still at the age and at the point where that talent matters for what helps the league progresses and move forward.
Right, because
If he was
level C quarterback, a journeyman.
if he was Baker Mayfield,
Oh shit, they'd have cooked this.
We don't know who that is.
Yeah, they'd
I
have
don't
cooked
know
them.
who that is.
He a journeyman.
but if that was Tom Brady, it'll really be like a lot of them women will be like, man, Tom Brady took this pum, but I ain't finna say nothing. Could come get it again. Hell yeah, you come back to the house. No.
Yeah, well, he was going to the house. This man was pulling on people's basement, bro. It's $1,600 million cat, man.
Man, that's crazy.
He pulling up. Can I come to the house? For real? Do you?
Yes. No, after even it was one particular. Okay, so let's go to the video. Let me see. I want to show y'all some video. Ooh, let's watch his deposition. Hey, have you seen the deposition?
I seen little clips of it.
Have you seen his deposition? Have you seen it? No? Let's go. Let me see the phone.
Find her attractive.
That wasn't my intention, sir.
It's finna get good. Make sure it's cut up. It's just a clip of it. But just click that and show it over that way. I'm sorry. We're working it out, y'all. We moving to a new studio soon. Turn it sideways and hold it.
That wasn't my intention, sir.
I didn't ask you what your intentions were.
yeah.
I
So,
can't
yeah.
answer that. I have a girlfriend, so
No.
that wasn't
Turn
my
it.
intention,
Wait.
sir.
Okay,
This
so
should play on
you
here.
can't answer that because you have a girlfriend.
Because that's not what I was looking for.
What did you want from her?
Just a massage.
Was she a massage therapist?
Yes, sir.
Licensed?
I'm not sure, sir.
Trained?
I'm not sure, sir.
Schooled?
I'm not sure, sir.
Did you tell the Texans you were doing that?
No, sir.
Did you tell your trainer you were doing that?
No, sir.
Pretty risky to go to some place you've never been before, to have somebody you didn't really know, you didn't know anything about their skill level to give you a massage. So what I'm trying to figure out, Mr. Watson, is why you would post something on Instagram suggesting that you were in New York City when you were instead in Houston getting a massage.
On the advice of my lawyer, I assert my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
Did you find her attractive?
That wasn't my
You just use your word.
Anonymity.
You just use your word. Let's look up anonymity before we get into the video. Pull that up real quick.
Anonymity.
Anonymity. Say it out loud. When you
Anonymity. I don't know if I got it right. My lips too big.
Everybody hold your thought. I'm looking at the faces back here. But let's not judge every book by the cover because some people not articulate. Some people can't, match their emotions with, how they really feel. I mean, some people can't match their display with how they really feel.
Right, and he was in the hot seat. That could
He
throw
was
you
very
off.
calm. I mean, from what I could see,
I don't see that. I see somebody that
he was on the edge.
he looked kind of like,
he
Man.
seemed pretty
I see somebody who trying to be calm. But
right.
Yeah, he trying.
Okay, well, trying to be.
Wait,
calm.
can we get the word anonymity? Can we learn something on no degree? Okay, what did it say, Justin?
Anonymity. The condition of being anonymous. Example, most people who agreed to talk requested anonymity. Lack of outstanding individual or unusual features in personality. The anonymity of the big city life definitely has its advantages. So basically being able to live under the cover of not many people knowing you or recognizing you or not standing out, basically.
Yeah, so you can say a fact or you can make a statement, but you're hidden by being anonymous. So it's like somebody say, "Hey, I think Jessica not that really good at dancing off the record." Or if
Or
it's
like
on
you
the
can-
record, don't say my name.
Or
Okay.
leaving a tip.
Watching
On
that
the line.
video, what you think, Kwan?
I mean, I think it's we know he knows what he did.
He looked like he knows.
Yeah, I mean, he whether you know the law you broke or whatever.
He didn't break the law.
Well, okay, that's fine. No matter whatever the term is of what they're actually, accusing him of doing, whatever, he know that it was something that he pushed the envelope on and that he should not have. So, all this like, whoa, like I don't know. I mean, like you knew you were pushing it, and I mean,
We assuming he knew.
okay, well, I assume that he knows that he was pushing it with these encounters that he was having.
Q said something earlier. He said, well,
I said if Kawana was a masseuse,
don't use Kwan.
I'm sorry. If
You already get uncomfortable.
all right, so well, if Jessica was a masseuse,
He gonna keep going down though.
if somebody that I knew, my mama, I use my mama.
Okay.
Hell, if my mama came home and said, I got a massage and this guy did something very inappropriate, I'm going there immediately. Like, for real, mama, like, explain what's going on. He walked out with a little towel on. Did you walk out when he walked out that way? Literally. And she said, no. I'm like, why'd you stay? I would ask.
I think when you was like,
Okay.
if this was somebody's mother, like you just stated, or this was somebody's sister, if it was his own mother and sister, and somebody else that may push the boundaries, like you were just saying, this is so cringe. I can like see this NFL player who, like, watching him on the field and imagine him naked and the words that the women are saying is almost like, I'm really disgusted right now. Like, I want to show it's we go to the this other video.
I think now I don't know how.
If you hit
other
library,
people-
is it true? The second video, don't play it yet until you finish your statement, Quan. But I just want her to be able to.
You should be able to go to it and then hit pause.
Yes, but wait till she finishes and hit that.
Oh, so no, what I was saying is, I just think I will when it go back, when it turn on. With all that has happened in the past, couple of years, the start of the whole Me Too movement, I mean, like, this stuff is now just being uncovered up under the wraps. Like that people take advantage of, services, whether that's in a strip club, whether that's in a massage parlor, whether that's somebody has more power over another and trying to help them get to a situation, a deal or whatever. Like, this is not unfamiliar. I mean, people abuse their power a lot. I mean, so.
And they going to the extreme with him.
Is the point to have power is to abuse it?
I will
What's
hope
the
not.
difference between power?
I think there's a
you
difference between
abuse it and
abusing your
use it?
power and having influence. I mean, I think if
What
you
is it?
use
Define
your-
it for us.
I think the influence is that people do want to be a part of it, and then power is just like, yeah, you have it, but people may or may not want to necessarily abide by what you.
But they're going to go with it anyway because you have the
'Cause you
power,
have that power.
and the influence.
I hate to bring up other people,
Go ahead.
but like, okay, let's take Elvis
Say it.
and R. Kelly.
Literally what was on my brain.
Elvis had power for no other reason than what he looked like. Elvis ain't never go to jail. He was a predator. He ain't never go to jail. Ain't nobody, his music, Shaq still getting money from them royalties, okay? R. Kelly can't even get no money from his streams. Now, he is a fucking creep. He need to be under the jail. But he had influence. He ain't got no power. If he had power, he wouldn't be sitting where he's sitting.
Well,
Bill
is that the
Cosby,
lack of
Bill
business
Cosby,
though? Is
Bill
that
Cosby
hold on
has
real
more
quick?
power than R. Kelly does because Bill Cosby walking free.
But maybe R. Kelly didn't have the business sense, not advocating. Listen, no, because no matter what, those songwriting skills, those singing abilities, those
He's a genius.
if he understood that at a certain point, it didn't even have to be in the beginning. Actually, it's never in the beginning.
But
actually.
this is what I'm saying.
He did it for so long to the point where he could restructure, saying, "Hey, this can't happen. This can't happen. This can't happen until you give me this." And he never did that. Maybe at some point, even if it wasn't Elvis, maybe somebody who was around Elvis said, "Hey, you got to get Elvis."
You took the words right out my mouth. It wasn't Elvis. Probably didn't have the smarts either. Didn't have the knowledge either.
Sometimes.
But he had access to the real power. That's why I said he had the power in his, whether it was his innate, like his persons, or the people that were around him. R. Kelly didn't have that. He didn't have. So that's what I mean. That's the difference between having influence over music or industry, and then having power within that industry. That's what Jay-Z be talking about when he be saying having people at the table. He understands that you have to have power.
Right. So do y'all feel like the power of the NFL, like the power structure that they have, do they protect their superstars and the owners when they get in trouble?
When they want to.
Hell yeah. I feel like, and I'm gonna say this, I said this earlier, Buddy is an example.
Who, Deshaun?
Deshaun is an example of number 4, whoever the fuck. He is the example. I feel like all this stuff been going on with the NFL. They've been getting a lot of flack. And so this is...
For years.
This is, I feel like this is what they're saying. Like, okay, if this was Tom Brady, Tom Brady would not be sitting out for how many other games. Yep. He would not be fined no $5 million. He would not. It is a power play. The NFL is saying, "Hey."
But Deshaun Watson is not a superstar either. He got superstar talent. He's not a superstar.
Right. And I get that. That's also, but the
superstar also come with a lot of things outside of what you're doing.
He is an infant in NFL. Excuse me. He's an infant as it relates to NFL power or his introduction to the NFL. He's like small fry.
Very small.
But they know that they can capitalize off of him one way or the other. I'm gonna capitalize. That's how come they won't get rid of him, because they know they can make money off of him. That's how come he gonna sit out them
15 more years out this nigga.
We gonna capitalize. We can make him into a superstar, but we need to make him an example as well as what it looks like when you think you have something and you don't. You think this position that you had in this organization was going to protect you. There is a certain level of protection.
Right.
From the NFL, because they could have got rid of him.
But I really feel like he's a superstar because an NFL superstar. No. Let me say why.
No. Did you know his name? Did you know his name?
I had.
Okay, so close your eyes. Payne Manning. Mm-hmm. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you close your eyes? You watch golf?
No.
Tiger Woods.
Yes. Okay, I know who that is.
Close your eyes. Okay.
You stupid, bro.
Okay, I can open it back up.
I get your example, but what I was saying was when the teams who needed a quarterback, when they found out this man was not going to face any criminal charges, every team who needed a quarterback came at him.
That's wrong.
What?
So, no. Actually, the reason why, a.k.a. the Atlanta Falcons as well. Mm-hmm.
Carolina.
It was way more teams even before that fact. Mm-hmm. I mean, not that fact. It was way more teams that were willing to be involved, mm-hmm. but they didn't jump out there because they did not know. They did not know. No, you talking about the criminal aspect, but they didn't know what type of repercussion he was going to come across from the NFL.
Right.
So everybody tried to lowball him on the money.
Except Cleveland.
That's why they jumped out there like that. So, but it is one thing I do got to show y'all before then. It's something you want to say to that? You agree or disagree with that?
I'm fine with that. I'm cool with it.
I got to show this. Pull it up. This was the moment where I'm like, man, because at first I was like, man, he didn't do nothing criminal. He didn't, women be you like at some point. Can we agree that women are being very predatory with today's climate? What you think, Justin? And this coming from a She don't play no games about her sisters. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I absolutely. We were talking about a homegirl earlier. I feel like women can definitely be predatory, especially if they're trying to go off these young athletes or, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, they definitely try to capitalize. If you're a 30-year-old woman and you're going after a 19-year-old basketball player, then you absolutely fucking know that you finna
But they'll
come
turn
up.
around and say, well, men do it all the time. But
Them
them the
some
same
damn
men
predators,
that you
too.
call creep. So what, you can't be a creep because you're a woman. You know, it's like, no, it's all in the same thing. But this video, this the one that really hit me. And I was just like, fuck.
I ain't see this video.
This one was just like, hit it. And then
Why did you want to come out and tell your story today?
Just to help other women that may be going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Mm-hmm. So tell me first off, what happened? Like, where does your story begin when it comes to with Deshaun?
Like, where did it start?
Yes. Like, did he contact you or what happened?
Yes, he contacted me through the DM, April of 2019, I believe, and that's how it started.
And what exactly happened? What transpired? Just give me details on what happened after the DM. So you got this direct message from him?
Yes, got a direct message, said he was interested in getting a massage. I let him know I don't do massages, and that's on my Instagram page, but I was trained in it. From there, he said he wanted to come in. He was fine with that. He wanted to come in, get a massage by me. We set up an appointment for that afternoon.
And you said that you told him you don't do massages, though?
I did.
Oh, you did at the time?
No, I told him I did not do massages.
Okay, and what did he say?
He was fine with that.
So he asked to come to your place of business for a massage, even though you said you don't do massages?
Exactly.
So when that happened, when he asked you to do a massage, what was your response to that?
What is a woman?
That was good. Oh shit.
This is why I'm freaking.
But you know what, man? And but
And
she
we
don't
ain't
she don't do massages. Why she accept the gig?
I can't say you got to see the whole goddamn video.
Okay. All right.
And right, and that's why I was trying to
Hurry it up, yeah.
because it would create a lot more dialogue. So let's move to Rita Smith.
Hold on, wait. Before you move,
Go ahead.
We can talk about that a little bit.
Right, but it's a clip.
Okay.
Even if she's not a masseuse, she told this man that she was not a masseuse, and him being in his position and what he does, he understands. He done been coached to know what he need to do and what he don't need to do.
The reason I wanted to show the video is based off like just to kind of show the predatory nature of men and women, because it's I would it's not like, oh, I'm trying to get a check. I'm pretty sure she did get paid. That's our judicial system, in civil court. Hey, that's all that I can give you to try to even help with your
recovery, heal, and move on with your life.
Even though it don't mentally, or it's more so you get in a car accident and you get back on the road. Now you just like, even though you may got a check from Geico, right? It's still like, damn, So I don't know. I'm not trying to hang the man, but I think it was a good example, and it's a raw video, unedited. It's just a straight up video from the deposition. Ain't nobody. Go and check it out if you want to, and make your own decision about it. Personally,
you want us to play a little bit more?
You think we got time?
Let's roll, bro.
Play
I'm
a little bit more. Fuck it, let's go. Play a little bit more.
We're gonna do what we do, bro.
And I found out we can't cuss 5 minutes into the video. It hurt our algorithm. Oh, I just found it out. Thought I throw it out there.
All right, thanks.
And shout out to my homie who created this beautiful black beer.
What's his name?
If you want any promotion on the No Degree Show, just DM us, write us.
You seen our water commercial, right?
Oh, absolutely. And y'all already see what we got. We got perfect water.
We roll.
It's like 6 people in the background. Everybody you got to have a water. Perfect. It got it's
nah, we ain't reading today, bro. No real.
Okay, we going back to the clip.
And electrolyzed.
If that's okay with you.
Okay, come on.
It read a little better this week.
And what happened when he came? It was that afternoon he came,
Sure.
right?
Yes, that afternoon. He reached out to me that morning.
So what happened when he came? And this was, you said what date again?
Don't remember the specific
Okay.
date, but it was April of 2019.
Okay, and so he came in and what happened?
He came in, said he wanted his massage, said he would tell me what areas he wanted massage when we were beginning to start. I brought him into the room. He said he didn't like the towel that I provided for him, which was like a full body towel. He said he didn't like that. He wanted something smaller. Searched my spa high and low. I'm like, I don't have any medium-sized towels. All I have is my facial towels. He said, that's perfect. That's what I wanted.
And then what happened?
After that, he got changed. I left out of the room to let him get changed. When I came back in, he was completely naked, face down, and the towel only covered his butt.
And what were you thinking when you saw that?
I was like, he's a big football player. Like, that's a pretty small towel. It just kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, but maintained my professionalism and said we can begin our massage.
And so you started the massage, and what happened?
That's when he instructed me what areas he wanted massaged. He said he was very particular. He only wanted his glutes, his hamstrings, and his thighs massaged. Thought that was a little irregular, but he must have seen my face, and he was like, I do a lot of running and kicking, so that's necessary. So I said, okay, and that's where I started on his hamstrings.
And then what happened?
After starting on his hamstrings, he instructed me to go closer to his glutes. Did so in that. I didn't find that part irregular because that's pretty typical for massage. It wasn't until maybe 30 minutes into that he wanted me to go deeper into the crevices of his butt, closer to his testicles, and he kept instructing me to go further and further and further in.
And what are you thinking this whole time?
At that point, I'm getting flustered. I'm very nervous. Trying to stay professional on my end. Like I said, I'm not a massage therapist. Although I was trained in massage, that was a little bit different and difficult for me.
And what did it lead up to?
Look at the anxiety that's grown.
From there, just continued the massage for maybe about an hour or so. He kept instructing me to kind of go deeper in. I didn't oblige because I was pretty uncomfortable. So I stayed pretty much in the hamstring area. Then he, in return, flipped over on his back. He said he wanted his pelvic area massaged. We started there. At that point, I was uncomfortable because the towel had fell. He instructed me to leave the towel down, so he's completely nude, penis erect, and everything. At this point, I'm very, very uncomfortable. I wanted to end the session, but at the time, I was very scared. I was nervous. I didn't know how to. So I continued the massage. His penis touched me more than a couple of times. He would keep instructing me to kind of get closer, stay within that pelvic area, and that's pretty much where it went until he ejaculated.
And what did you do then?
After that, that's when I kind of wrapped up the session, said, we're done. You can go ahead and get changed, and I'll meet you right outside.
And what did he say to you?
He didn't really say much of anything.
And so it just ended with you left and...
Well, he did pay me for the service. He said I want to come in weekly for massages, and he would contact me.
And did he?
He did contact me after that.
And what did you say to him?
He would try to come in to book appointments. I would either say I'm not free, not busy, just went off for a couple of months or so. Then, can't remember specifically how long after, maybe the next month, he texted me asking where I was, that he wanted a massage. I said, I'm not at work anymore, I'm on my way home. He invited himself to my house, like, I can't come there. And I'm like, absolutely not, you cannot come to my house. And after that, I just stopped texting him altogether, and he continuously texts with no reply until I guess he got the point.
And during this whole time, did you know Deshaun, or did you know of him before?
I'm not into sports at all, so I stay in Houston, so I've heard his name before. I had to do a little searching and digging after he DM'd me, but I knew he did play football.
So when you wanted to do all of this because you thought this was going to be good for you and your business as well.
I thought it was going to be great exposure for my business. I was so excited prior to.
Once this happened, how has your life changed?
I get very anxious at work now. I would say I had a very great men clientele as far as facials here in Houston. Now when men come in, I'm very nervous. I always text my mom or my best friend, like, hey, I have a man coming in now. I don't know how this session is going to go.
Don't shush me.
We couldn't hear.
It ain't no we. Don't shush me.
Okay, I couldn't hear. Ain't the point of us supposed to be watching the video?
So,
yeah, what you think?
So it was a couple of things that I heard during the first part when we looked at it, and she was saying that she wasn't licensed or she wasn't a massage therapist. I thought I got that. You know what I'm saying? Did she say that in the first part?
The first part, I heard her say that she don't give.
Right.
Yeah, go back to it in the beginning.
Cause I'm confused because she said I don't do massages, and then, but I guess he showed up and said, "Will you give me one?"
Going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Mm-hmm. So tell me first off what happened? Like where does your story begin when it comes to with Deshaun?
Like where to start?
Yes, like did he contact you or what happened?
Yes, he contacted me through the DM, April of 2019, I believe, and that's how it started.
And what exactly happened? What transpired? Just give me details on what happened after the DM. So you got this direct message from him?
Yes, got a direct message, said he was interested in getting a massage. I let him know I don't do massages, and that's on my Instagram page, but I was trained in it. From there, he said he wanted to come in. He was fine with that. He wanted to come in, get a massage by me. We set up an appointment for that afternoon.
So what did
and
she
you
do?
said that you told him you.
I think she's an esthetician. She does facials.
So why are you doing something outside of your realm of work?
What you think?
She said she could get good exposure.
No, I'm just saying I don't do massages, but he said, "Can you give me one?" And she said, "Yes."
Yeah.
You putting yourself in a
and she is from Houston. But,
I think she said that she is on her Instagram page, but she doesn't actually do massages. So I don't know.
Why are you doing them?
Well,
Okay, I'ma
she's
say
from
this.
Houston, and maybe it's to play devil advocate. She's from Houston, and maybe it's a boost for her clientele. Clearly, it was.
Right, it was,
But it's also a trend for people who are not even like I see it all the time, like men giving massages to women that are not licensed therapists.
Right.
They just rubbing on women. Like it's like so many people on It's so many people on Instagram that do that. Like
that's hustling.
Yeah, they hustling. They basically they are capitalizing off women who may feel like they're not getting enough intimate touch, and so they go to these places. Now, I'm not saying that's. Am I lying? I see it all the time.
So let me say.
Weird.
Right, let me say something. In school training, we all been in some type of school.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the training is how to deal with difficult customers. And if you haven't been to school to learn how to deal with a difficult customer, because that's part of your training, and Deshaun was a difficult customer to her,
Do y'all think she's lying?
I don't think this girl is lying.
No,
I feel like she is probably capitalizing. Because my thing is this the young lady that?
No, that's not the main young lady.
The lady that won't sign the NDA?
No, that's not her. I just want to show a raw deposition. Cause everything else is edited. Is either on the news.
Right.
And I'm just like, I came up on this and I was like, this is interesting because, I don't see.
I feel like maybe she's telling the truth because it looks like when we were looking at his.
Now, looks ain't just enough.
I know.
The girl that's on.
But I'm just saying, comparing the
news
videos between him and her, he seemed like he was sitting in front of somebody and he was practiced. That's how come he looked a little on edge.
Right.
So he's rehearsed. She seems to be unrehearsed.
I see her like drawing it back as she.
Right, so it's not like she had somebody to sit down and coach her. And
I think so.
Either she's a really, 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 really good liar to be able to
go to that place in her mind.
To be able to seem so sincere, or she really is just trying to kind of like, it don't seem as rehearsed. Like it don't look like somebody sat down with
him. I
don't know.
With him, I seen somebody that has been rehearsed, but this prosecutor is asking the right question, so you kind of see it kind of spewing out here and there, like, that wasn't my intent. Did Houston, Texas know anything about this? No, but you kind of it's like, man, you asking the right thing, and I'm trained to say this. With her, I think she been trained, but as this attorney asking her more questions, and as she get into more details and depth, you kind of see her like drawing in her. I kind of see her reliving it a little bit,
right? The discomfort, right? And then my I guess my whole point, the situation, young ladies, don't put yourself in these crazy situations for clout and or money. Like you did this partly.
But she's a young entrepreneur.
Yeah, I mean, there's some risk involved, but you do it the right way.
It's risk in business.
Yeah, but you do it the right way though.
Who say she doing it wrong? What you want to say though?
I don't do massage, but you come get. I don't cut hair. Come get a haircut.
It's not the same.
Why? You need a haircut, and I could do it okay. I don't really do haircuts, but I didn't cut hair before.
What's the statement Miss Rita Smith came out? Do we know what she look like?
No, I don't. But she's the NFL.
You got the statements in your phone?
We wrote it on the board, but she's the NFL senior advisor, Rita Smith, and she said, "This was yesterday."
I don't think that's no big role either. You know, you can put advisor on anything. And it's just kind of like, let's not just say, "Oh, this is Rita Smith, the senior advisor."
but
you pull the golf carts up to the stadium and get the empty can bills out there.
That's what she do. Nah, they wouldn't be requoting her. But she said,
I feel like he's playing.
That's right. That was just yesterday. But your bosses said
titles on these roles.
But mind you, Miss Rita, your bosses, Roger, said that we gonna make this deal with this boy because we want number 4 on the field soon, and he coming back on week 13 playing in Houston against his former team. You don't think the NFL set that up perfectly for the clicks and likes and views? The NFL, the week he come back, week 13, they got a road game in Houston.
That happen all the time though.
Right, but
that's
them folks gonna be out there picketing and folks gonna be selling T-shirts. I seen it on Instagram. The dude something I need a massage at the preseason game. I said, well, he hell. I said, he ain't letting up. That's an entrepreneur for real.
Right, send me that.
I will.
Okay, let's conclude. What's your conclusion?
I feel like all of us need to put ourselves in better situations or think, I guess.
If you have control, you know, I mean, just try to do the best you do. Sometimes, you know, the brain, we want to do the right thing, but at the same time, being left on our own vices, such as people like Deshaun. Mm-hmm. You know, if the liquor store were open at 4 in the morning, I promise you, death would shoot through the roof. Yes. More than what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So to just say, hey, you choose to do the right thing, it's not like, hey, people more fickle than what we think. What we think we are, because we got this big muscle up here, and we think we're more invincible than the antelope that got caught by the lioness. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's we still in the jungle, man. That's what I think. Be more aware of even shit that you don't want to do. Like, I believe the young lady, you know, but also, like, hey, just because he's a big football player, maybe you should see who he is. Like, what if that was Ben Roethlisberger and he got 2 rape cases? But you just saying, hey, this Ben and we in Pittsburgh.
Right. I don't really do massage, but I'm going to give you one.
What if you got your dog in the yard and it's Michael Vick? You don't even know.
What you mean? Michael Vick ain't do nothing.
Like, if you don't know, then you don't know.
You didn't beat up number 4 and number 7, bro.
Wow.
Number 4 and number 7, wait. That's what you gonna do?
No.
And y'all share the first name.
What you think, Don? I'm sorry for fussing at you. I love you so much.
Okay. I mean, I think she knew that she was kind of going outside of her boundaries by doing this massage, trying to come up on this, you know, local football player, you know, who is now in the NFL, and it went left. But she should have said, okay.
You believe it went left?
I mean,
I'm asking you straight up and down. Do you believe did it go left?
Right. I think she went in and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this massage.
I'm gonna do my best.
I'm gonna do my best in this massage.
She went to YouTube University.
I mean, I think she said, okay, I'm gonna do my best in this massage, but did she expect to see his penis? I'm sure she didn't think that. So, I mean, at that point, she should have drew the line. But, I mean, as she said, she got paid, and she continued to kind of text him. I'm like, she could have drew the line much further. Like, at this point, like, okay, sis, just give it up. You're not about to get this publicity, and you just need to run immediately. To me, that's what I would have done. She's like, well, I don't really know football, but I knew he was from Houston. And
just gray area.
And at the end,
she
was like, well, I mean, I thought it was going to be good for my business. I'm not saying all of that she admitted. But what he did, it drew the line, and she should have like, this is danger, red flag, let me get out.
What you think, Jess?
I think that, you know, it's been stated that we operate in gray areas. Like, so many people live like, oh, it's this or that. And like you said, our brains do not operate in this or that. We live in the gray area. And so we can say what she should have done as it relates to backing out. But we know for certain Buddy knew what he was doing was wrong, but he was okay with it because he had gotten away with it for so long. So I feel like, yeah, we can hold her to a standard, but he is held to a higher standard because of where he is. It's just like, I use preachers as an example all the time. You know, people look at preachers or ministers and say, oh, well, they're teaching the word, and then they should be doing this, that they shouldn't drink, they shouldn't go to the club, they shouldn't. So I understand that, but they still just people.
They're people.
But their position puts them at a place where they are held to a higher standard. That's why you have managers. That's why you have CEOs. That's why you have those, and that's why they get paid the big bucks. Because ultimately, when shit hits the fan, it falls on those people in those positions. And so ultimately, he earned that 11-game suspension. He earned that $5 million fine, whether or not we agree with the degree what it was. He earned it.
The second largest fine in NFL history.
Yeah, he earned it. It's like at some point, we can pull the race card. We can say, is this what? It's so many it's so many professional athletes that get caught up in this kind of stuff, and that shit gets swept under the rug. That's and right. I feel like they with all this stuff that's going on.
We have
players,
seen worse.
Owners,
we have
right?
Seen worse.
We've seen worse, but it don't matter. It's like those people still. We are where we are now. So it's like, okay, at some point we are gonna hold somebody accountable. And a lot of times, a lot of those people get caught at a different point in their careers. I feel like he's still at the beginning, and they can still capitalize off of him.
Oh, they know
and so that's why it's extreme. But they like, he'll make that back. He'll get those endorsements
in
back.
the next 2 years. We get him for a decade and a half.
Oh, he lost Nike. Adidas gonna give him enough time, and they gonna pick him right up because he ain't going nowhere. Or whoever.
Don't let him fuck around and take the sorry ass Browns
to the Super Bowl
to the playoffs. Hell, they ain't even get. Let him get an
gonna be rolling back up. Nike gonna be rolling back up.
We talking about the lowliest team. You know what? It's either between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions.
Really?
I think those and I'm a Falcons fan, so they say a lot. But we're a way newer organization than them. They started when the NFL started. When there were 10 teams in that motherfucker. They was in there and ain't won a goddamn thing. I'm talking about it's bad.
They butt naked.
I mean, it's just like, fuck. Like, they run this shit like a convenience store. No real shit.
Like Cleveland before LeBron.
LeBron won one shit. I'm talking about across the board. That's why when LeBron won the one championship
for the whole state,
they haven't won them for like 56 years. Wow. But it's a sports town though. Shout out to Cleveland. I don't mean disrespect y'all football. What's that rap out of Cleveland? I don't know. I just try to cover it up just in case I get killed.
I ain't getting killed.
They gonna kill me. No, I'm talking about, they be roasting.
I know what you're talking about. We got to jump
Black Twitter. But yeah, so I feel like Buddy, he earned it. At the end of the day, Buddy, you in there wanting to get
you think they were extreme on the punishment?
Man, how you just like, I'm a
No, I feel like it was
Scorpio,
just. I feel like it was just enough.
You think that was too much of a punishment? The money. I'm talking about the money part.
Nah,
I don't know, but
he about to make so much money.
No, I ain't talking about what he gonna get. But I'm just saying, do you think that's fair as far as the like the money? Because the money not going to the women. It going to the NFL and wherever they choose to decipher.
But like getting a ticket.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but y'all feel so strongly about these women being hurt or victimized. Give them the $5 million. Let them split it up.
I feel like it wasn't enough as it relates to his pockets. Now, I think the fact that it's going back to the organization is another thing.
This is $1 trillion company, bro.
So going back to them is like, come on, bro. Y'all didn't have to.
Fuck this
money to be cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like okay, the NFL tripping from that point, but for him, I feel like it wasn't enough because as it's been stated, I don't believe he really believes that he did anything wrong.
I think he's a little
different.
Yeah, I'm gonna say different. But shit, I guess what?
He's a little bit on the spectrum.
Person. I mean, he's probably been groomed to be like this young man. He's been groomed to be this young man to get his way. He's learned how to do this. This did not just pop up
hell no.
a few years ago.
From the park.
Oh yeah, from the park. Literally Pee Wee footballer.
You know,
from Gainesville, Georgia.
He's nice. He's a good boy. Good boy. Listen to his mama. Okay.
Oh, I hate when they say he religious. Like, what the fuck?
All of that. All
I
of
can't
that.
stand when they say
So the police that was filling on the boys.
he still around here grabbing bussy. Look.
You know what bussy is?
I know it is.
Yes. And we used to say "budussy" or something.
No, but bussy is.
Yeah, that's man. Boom.
I got you.
But check this out.
Come up with these words.
This the no
Degree.
show. To be honest, I do feel bad for the real victims out there. Let's do shout out to the real like sexual abuse, men
people
and women and children. It runs rapid, way more rapid than it don't get enough light. It don't get enough light. You shut down R. Kelly, like Jessica said, but you play Elvis, blue suede shoes. That was a cold movie, but nigga, you nasty. You know, let's just really be more cautious about the effects that go outside $100,000 these women was paid, and
hope they find the help they need.
man, for sure, because it don't end there. That's all our judicial systems can do over here in this country. But hey, there we go. Stay away from massages. Do some yoga or something if your shit hurting. And that's No Degree Show. Yay. Goodbye.